Snakes, hardly the cutest animals on Earth, and even less likely a cuddly pet.
I think it's dangerous, and it's not necessarily it's cruel to the animal.
It's a really bad idea if you don't know how to do it. Snakes are beautiful, but they're also really dangerous.
I think it's alright, because if you can look after it, it's your choice, isn't it?
Some of us find them repulsive, but this man is fascinated by them.
I've always been fascinated by snakes. It seems like I was born with it.
Steve's interest in reptiles blossomed from a young age.
I was 9 years old when I went down to Miami to visit a guy called Dr. Bill Haast.
Haast, the director of Miami Serpentarium, began injecting himself with snake venom to gauge its effects. At the age of 21, Steve decided to follow in his footsteps.
I've been practicing self-immunization for close to 25 years now, which is the practice of using small amounts of snake venom in order to build up an immunity. The first time I decided to do it was, it was really scary, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I had no idea what I was doing. I don't have a medical background.
In the past, the media portrayed Steve as an eccentric.
Steve does get negative comments on it, but I suppose you're going to get negative comments in anything you do, especially when it's something in the pharmaceutical industry. It's not 100% scientifically proven.
Experimenting with snake venom is new to the West, but has been practiced for centuries in ancient cultures. In China, compounds of venom are used in traditional medicine.
It's from thousands of years, Chinese traditional medicine. So it works on for the body, different functions. So some products, also there's some people use that and say it's good.
When Steve first injected, he could only speculate about his body's reaction.
There was definitely, obviously no internet back then, and there were no books on the subject, and there still aren't. I could see the way my body reacted, and I could see that I didn't die, and I could see the swelling, and I could see bruising and stuff, so I could basically go, okay. I remembered kind of how much I used, and then the next time I might have just used the same, just to double check, and then maybe the third time just add a little bit more.
It has become a routine for him to milk deadly snakes, mix their venom and inject it.
Not so friendly. And then dragging it down with the needle.
The amount of venom that Steve uses would cause serious damage to an average man, but his body barely reacts.
No, I don't really worry too much about Steve. He's got a sensible head on his shoulders, and I think he knows he's playing around with some dangerous stuff, so.
But when it comes to venomous snakes, neither experience nor a careful approach can guarantee one's safety.
I'd gone my whole life without being bitten by a venomous snake, and it was just an accident. The snake just nailed me, and again, it was the worst pain that I've ever experienced.
Steve's experience sometimes goes against him.
You do get more confident, yes, but you can also get cocky. Like, I've had many, many accidents, and I ended up in intensive care for 3 days here in London.
The possible dangers do not discourage Steve. He claims that snake venom has numerous positive effects.
When I was 42 years old, I had my DNA telomeres tested. I scored as a 28 years old. I hadn't had any damage to those DNA strands, so that was quite interesting and baffling to those doctors.
Nah, he's not 47. That's a lie.
24. I'd say late 20s.
25, 26?
32.
Nice.
Over the last sort of 8-9 years, there's been an anti-aging cream that's been on the market that, apparently, Tom Cruise and Gwyneth Paltrow have been using, and it contains snake venom in it.
The cosmetic industry discovered the anti-aging properties of venom years ago and have mimicked this in the synthetic creams that they manufacture. Steve is now formulating his own cream.
There's the venom. I take a syringe, draw up all of that venom. I basically just take this, which I keep in the fridge. What I do is just use a semi-natural moisturizer that you can buy and just basically stir it up. Yeah, there you go. That's how you make your own anti-aging cream.
But the snake's lethal liquid is not only cosmetically beneficial, it also has outstanding medicinal advantages. Recently, scientists revealed that proteins in black mamba venom are a painkiller as strong as morphine, but without being addictive.
That's a massive problem when your grandmother has an operation and she gets out of the hospital. She's a morphine addict.
Is this a treatment you would consider?
I don't think I'll follow his example.
I'm against that too.
So long as it was tested to be non-lethal, and I'm sure if he's still alive, it's all right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely have never encouraged anybody else to do it. I wouldn't want anyone else to do it, but I think everyone has the right to, do what they want.
In the West, research into the benefits of snake venom is still in its infancy, but Steve has high expectations for the future and aims at contributing to modern medicine.
There's medicinal properties to those venoms that the pharmaceutical industry are very interested in. I start work in 2 weeks' time with a group of Danish scientists that are flying over here, and we're talking about lots of exciting things. I'm definitely into the idea of nature saving us.
Is that